Greetings, folks. This is Mason Weaver, founder of LewdLeft.org. Today is July the 30th, 2020, and Herb Cain passed away today. Herb Cain, a hero of all types, all sorts. Any way you look at the man, he was heroic. From a poor father, working at a company, from a limousine driver to a CEO of major corporations, candidate for president, philosopher, author, talk show host. And the Lewd Left, he died, and the Lewd Left are trying already to use his death against us. That's what they do, folks. I want you to understand what I'm saying here. Liberals are making jokes about his death, trying to blame it on the Trump rally in Tulsa. I wonder if the hydrochloroquine would have cured him. President Trump was getting the drugs. You can buy them over the counter in Nigeria. So why can't we have them here available? Why are they locking it up in the lock and key? If he had COVID-19, why not administer to him the only drug of any history of working? Instead, they're hiding this drug from us. They're restricting our access to it. I thought that we had a new system of drug distribution now, allowing people to even try experimental drugs. Remember that law? There's an executive order from Trump. So now the Lewd Left, I'm just curious. See, they always tell us to be courteous. We sit around and wonder and worry about what they're going to do when we do things. We worry in advance. Oh, we can't do that. They're going to say this. When John Lewis died, nobody cited his record in the black community, his record in Congress. We let them give him accolades and praises, and we knew who he was. When McCain died, no one said anything bad about it. But when one of our people died, right now they're already making jokes about it. That's what they do. And the reason why they do that, folks, is that liberals are, by their very nature, liberals are evil. They live in mess and misery. They will not tolerate prosperity. They want poverty and drugs and gangs and abortion. They want death and destruction. They want prison. They want misery. And they know the difference. We waste our time going to liberals and try to explain why our policies work for greatness in America, because they do not want greatness. Ask them, what do they want? Ask the gang, people live in a gang community that will not tell on the gangs. What would the world be like if gangs control this? Go to a liberal neighborhood and ask, what would the world be like if liberals controlled everything? Because they tell you everything they don't control is bad for you. So when they criticize Herb Cain, make fun of our leaders that die, let's recognize who we are dealing with. Herb Cain lived a glorious life, mandated different things for different people, succeeded in everything he tried to do. And they're going to try to criticize him. And we're going to be silent. We won't push back. We will not push back, because we think they're going to hate us. We think that they will love us if we just agree with them. That's why these major corporations are giving hundreds of millions of dollars to Black Lives Matter. Maybe they'll appease him. Maybe they won't criticize us. Maybe they won't burn down our stores. You're giving money to the enemy, hoping to stop being your enemy. That's stupid. The only way you deal with an enemy trying to kill you is to destroy them. We're allowing our media, we're allowing our schools to teach our kids for 18 years before we finally get them and wonder why they hate us and our culture. We allow the entertainment community to push their garbage on our children from kindergarten, from cartoons in kindergarten through college. We allow them to influence their language, their culture, their behavior, their morals. And we want to know why they hate our culture and our morals. These folks are our enemies. They control every aspect of our lives, when we sit back and say, well, we're going to be fair and tolerant. They only tell us to be fair and tolerant. They only tell us to be open-minded so that we can give them time to convince us of their own closed-minded points of view. So, folks, what would happen if Trump died tomorrow? Would there be any calls from the left to fly the flags at half-mast? Will it be any? Will you hear Nancy Pelosi come out and give a statement about how gallant Trump fought and how well-meaning he was? Would you see anyone in congressional Democrat leadership come out and say, that was a great man that tried to do great things for America? You will not see that, and you know you will not see that. So let's stop playing with these clowns. John Lewis was a gangster. John Lewis controlled and set rulership over ghetto, poverty, drugs, gangs. That's what he did. He got beat down by Democrats in the civil rights era. He had dogs set on him by Democrats. He had fire hoses set on him by Democrats. He was beaten down and imprisoned by Democrats and got his butt up off the ground, dusted himself off, and served the Democratic master to the day he died and got rich doing it. That was John Lewis. You talk about Trump if you want to, but Trump is a great man, and John Lewis was a failure in greatness. So Herb Cain is dead, and everyone is silent, while Twitter and internet is already raising up, it's our fault. COVID-19 is not going to divide the nation. It's going to highlight the nation. If you pay attention, you'll know what side they're on. This is Mason Weaver, founder of Leave the Plantation. Leave the plantation. It will not leave you. Stay right or be left. Eternity is a long time to be wrong. May God bless Herb Cain.